I'm ready. That's what's going on. If you ask me.
Hey, you have tagged in to the tag
team.
team. And we're back again.
We are
tag team back again.
I love my subscribers.
I love them more.
I hope you love us. That's what's up. We are here once again. Today is once again we're doing a little bit of a fun episode.
Yep.
This is just some random shit, so it may not be on the beaten path of what the tag team typically talks about, but ride with us real quick. Today, I was watching The Clump.
Okay, this is Merc B, by the way.
This is Merc B.
And I'm cute.
And you can get me at
well, you can get me at MeQuintonio on Twitter.
Blame on the alcohol. You can get me at Mercedes Boy on Twitter. Blame that shit on the motherfucking alcohol. I ain't never that fucked up in the game. That's funny. That mean y'all been riding with me for a long time. We done seen every time now. Y'all done seen me screaming and hollering at the camera. Now y'all done seen me fucked up and at a loss for words, which rarely ever happens. But today's topic is something a little bit fun. We just want to know what y'all think about this and what what Q thinks about it, because I was talking about it today. And
I'm having water, by the way.
yeah, good guy. You know, I couldn't even lie and act like that's anything else, because I would get motherfucking crucified if I was letting you drink that much alcohol at once. Although it's been done.
It's been said and done.
This is the thing. I was watching. This is crazy. I was watching The Clumps today. Brilliant throwback masterpiece, if you ask me.
I love that movie.
Yes.
It's great.
Eddie Murphy is brilliant and a genius. But this is the thing I noticed, and this is one of the kind of things that me and Q talk about when the cameras aren't on, but we're just talking about the cameras is on. So this is the tea, right? I was watching The Clumps. And, I was looking at Eddie Murphy play all them parts, right? You know, he was playing the mom, and he was playing the grandma, and he was playing the brother and the star, Mr. Clump, Professor Clump,
right?
And he was playing the brother and the star. Yeah. So it was 4 people. Yeah. And the dad. He was playing the mom and the dad, right? Everybody loves. So anyway, it was that infamous scene when they're at the buffet, and this is the one with Janet, by the way. This is the Clumps. This is the first one.
Oh, okay.
That's the second one. So they're at the table, and he's playing all these different characters, half of which are female characters. And I noticed that, while I was enjoying The Clumps, that I never, ever, ever at all felt like Eddie Murphy playing roles as female characters were in drag.
But they are.
Yes. He's in drag.
He is.
But I think it's acted so well that I never even care about the fact that he's in drag, because I think what shines through is the personalities.
Okay.
And I may not even, I'm saying it a little bit too early. Because
you are.
I'm saying that too early. So the reason why I noticed this is because in between the commercials for The Clumps, that I was watching on a random cable channel, there were advertisements for the next Madea film. Madea is the character that Tyler Perry portrays, for all that may not know.
And for all you that may not know, advertisement is another word for advertisement.
Yes, advertisement is another word for advertisement. Okay. But what those pseudo academians try to use to sound smarter. So you'll catch me do that occasionally. Like I'll take the emphasis off of one of the vowels, because it's interchangeable. Right. So you'll catch an advertisement from me.
Sometimes he likes to put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
But in some words it doesn't matter.
Like
advertisement, like harassment. Some people always some people say harassment, but I like to throw a harassment.
Exactly. Some people like to say Hiroshima. Some people like to say
Hiroshima. Right. So exactly. Or one of my favorites. Some people like to say molest, and I like to say molest. So you know what I'm saying? So somebody say so some people say Chester the child molester, but sometimes I say Roster the child molester.
That was off the beaten path.
That was off the beaten path, but sometimes you'll catch me do that. Don't judge me.
Okay,
don't judge me.
Please don't judge me.
Please, okay, don't judge me. And I don't want no harassment about it either. Anyway.
And no harassment. But go ahead.
And no harassment. Anyway, there was an advertisement in between, or commercial, in between The Clumps that showed the next Madea movie coming up. And once again, the character Madea is played by Tyler Perry.
Yes.
And while watching that commercial, I noticed that I completely regard the character of Medea as a man in drag. Like, I don't at all look at Medea as a female character in a film, whereas I look at Mother Klump as a female character. I look at Grandma
Hold
as
up.
a female character.
The fuck you trying to say about the incandescent Tyler Perry?
Incandescent.
What are you trying to say?
For you people that don't know what incandescent means, it means brilliant and luminous, like a light.
Well, let me say, so you started off
Or like a flame.
Ooh. Damn now. That wasn't what I was talking about, but you know, either way it goes. But you know, you started off this conversation by saying Eddie Murphy acted the part so well that maybe that's why you did not associate it with
Right,
people. Are you trying to say Tyler Perry can't act?
I'm trying to say Medea to me looks like a man in drag, where Mother Klump looks like a female character. Now, my question to you is why? My hypothesis was, or for you that don't know what hypothesis means, that means my guess. My guess is that it was acted better.
Ooh.
You know,
You think that's what it is?
that is my guess, but you know, to me it would be that it was acted better. However, you know, and Eddie Murphy has years of experience on this other actor, Tyler Perry, so I can imagine.
But Tyler Perry has been doing this one set character for years and years and years. You know, even like when I see him venture outside of his characters of outside of his character of Medea and try to do like the grandfather or Medea's brother or something like that, it doesn't seem as authentic.
It seems like Tyler Perry in drag, even as the grandpa is Tyler Perry in drag. No, but I mean, and I'm using drag as a broad term,
right.
meaning costume, basically.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but maybe it's this. Can I just give my
absolutely?
my
You can give your
on this?
hypothesis.
My hypothesis is that you feel that way because you think that Tyler Perry is one of our sisters. And maybe you looking at him, you're judging. But maybe you're judging.
Maybe I'm judging
Maybe you're judging him more harshly because you think that Tyler Perry is a gay man and you like look at him living out his fantasies of dressing up as a woman and you don't feel that way about Eddie Murphy. Could that be it?
Could that be it? I think that's a valid guess. I don't know. I don't really know why.
It is a problem.
Well, you know, that's the reason why I'm having that conversation, because I want to say even to the audience, don't sometimes you feel like that, like if you see a person that you know is gay do something in drag or do something extra feminine, we always default to, now see, that's how he really is.
Right.
Like even with me just doing that right there,
yeah.
I know a mad people is gonna be like, see, that's how motherfucking Murphy really is.
Yep.
He's, you know,
that's really him.
He's Benji Kitten. I ain't gonna say that other word because we have all kinds of viewers. I'm not gonna say the other word that goes there, but we have all kinds of viewers. But I'm just saying, you know, a lot of people may say that when they see
Benji, see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, see you next Tuesday. Creativeness, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. You know?
I love it.
Yeah, shout out to RuPaul. But no, so that's the thing, and the reason why I asked that is because I think it plays into a lot of guys, a lot of our own kind of internalized prejudices against each other and to each other. So is that the tea? In between the Nutty Professor and the Medea commercials, am I reading Tyler Perry?
I think
because I think I happen to believe that he's a certain way.
Yes.
Now, when we take our belief in what we think we know as a certain way, there's more documented evidence on Eddie Murphy than there is documented evidence on...
No, Eddie Murphy is not gay.
He's not gay.
He's transgender loving.
He's transgender loving.
Allegedly.
He's allegedly transgender loving or has allegedly transgender loved. So maybe, but like I said, as far as documentation, when we talk about somebody being suspect, realize everybody, I'm not being politically correct right now. This is just on a conversation tip, but you're welcome. You know, all your comments are welcome, positive and negative. But I'm just saying this for the purposes of illustration. It's more documented, alleged evidence on Eddie Murphy involvement with alternative sexuality than it is per se Tyler Perry. But
really? more documented
with that whole incident from the 80s where he was involved, drove a transgender home and was allegedly accused of having a relationship outside of giving somebody a ride home. You know what I mean? And
but most people think that Tyler Perry is just flat out
gay. Right, there's a lot of rumors, but we're just living in the world of rumors. Everything is alleged. When we say, but I just wanted to know, and maybe that's where it's coming from. Am I coming from a standpoint of, I think he's gay, so now that I'm seeing him do something that could be categorized as gay, then I lend more credence to him actually being gay.
Right.
As opposed to watching Eddie Murphy and saying, "Oh, he's such a genius and respected."
Exactly, right. But it speaks to more than just that. Now that we're talking about it, it makes me sad though. Not so much that you,
Go ahead.
Not so much that you, feel that way. But I think that as gay people, we are judged harshly about various things in entertainment. Like for instance, Sean Hayes, who played Jack on Will and Grace.
Okay.
Right? He was in a show on Broadway, and the title of the show kind of escapes me right now. But he plays a straight man. He's like an alpha male in this show.
Right.
And he co-starred with Kristen Chenoweth.
Okay.
And in the show, the New York Times, I believe, gave it a review. And they said, wow, it's very hard for us to be convinced by Sean Hayes' performance because he's a gay male. And, for him to be the dominant alpha male in this particular show, I think it takes away from the show the fact that he's gay.
Wow.
All right, guys, we're back.
What's up?
And I just want to finish my point that I was making about the Sean Hayes situation.
Right.
My whole thing is like, what's really going on? Like, why are gay people judged so harshly on things? Like, what foolishness is it that a gay man can't play an alpha male in a movie, on stage, just in general?
Well, I agree with you. I think that's the question that we're posing with, even talking about any of this. It's like trying to figure out like why do we stigmatize one another? Because once again, and I want to make this about me. I'm not going to even going to accuse anybody. Like I literally sat there watching the Clumps, watching a Medea commercial, and having a total different reaction just because I personally believe that Tyler Perry, which he's denied that, but I personally believe he's gay.
He denied it?
Yeah,
I never really heard him
thought
say
he denied that. I don't know. You guys let me know. I thought he denied it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if he did. But I'm thinking that he said he wasn't. Wasn't he married or something? But that,
I never heard him say he wasn't gay. But if he did wrong. That's what.
Right. That's a perfect example. Just the fact that you feel that way, whether or not it's confirmed.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But there's nothing wrong with being gay. I'm not saying that.
We all know that. We all know that. But why? Okay. Can you more? Portia Stewart. No, but we all know that it's not anything wrong with being gay. But like I said, I sat there and maybe it's my issue. Hit me up, be like, Murphy, you have the fucking issue. Like you have an issue, you know what I mean? And you need to work on it. I am perfectly comfortable with being imperfect.
I think we all do. We kind of do that though because someone is gay or we have a tendency to judge them in a different way. Right.
And I mean, for me, in that point, like I said, I don't know if it was harsh, but like I said, I didn't react to it the same way. Now, part of me, like I said, says it's a better acting job. Yeah. The other part of me is asking, is it deeper than me just appreciating Eddie Murphy's acting over Tyler Perry's acting? Another thing that you said before the break that I wanted to get to that made me think of something is the whole, you said the whole thing with Sean, I don't know his last name, from Will and Grace. Sean Hayes from Will and Grace not being judged fairly by the New York Times, in my opinion, for his performance as a straight guy because of the years of his work in the Emmy Award winning Will and Grace.
Yeah, I think it was New York Times, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Or in a popular publication.
Right.
That will henceforth remain.
Could be the Wall Street Journal. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be one of those. A respected institution of journalism. That had an issue with it and couldn't reconcile someone that played an openly gay actor and being an openly gay actor acting, doing their job, basically.
Right.
What I wanted to say to that, and what I mentioned before the break, Neil Patrick Harris
Yeah.
Formerly Doogie Howser is what I know him from. I'm an 80s baby or 70s baby. And I think most of the people know him now from How I Met Your Mother.
Right.
And I'm not familiar with the show.
Right.
But from what I heard on the show, he plays an alpha male.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does.
So,
and he plays it well from what I hear.
he plays it well. I have another theory as to why he gets away with it.
Ooh, why?
He fine.
Oh, that's why. Are you trying to say Sean Hayes is not?
I think I think you get extra credit when you fine.
When you look good.
When you look good, I think, and I didn't. You know, the funny thing was,
That don't hurt.
The funny thing is, aesthetically, I don't necessarily speak Anglo. Can I say that? Because, and I'll say that because I don't think I have a proper gauge of aesthetic attractiveness
in the Anglo-Saxon
community. So I'm always very shocked to find out what they respond to in terms of beauty. So like, Neil Patrick Harris, like after you tell me that that's what they think is cute, then I'm like, oh, he's cute.
Can I just say this though?
But
this is funny as shit to me. But to all my white friends, it's not coming from a racist place.
It's not.
But I'm getting ready to holler.
That's funny. Oh, then I don't know.
That's
I don't be knowing.
That's funny.
Just on another note, and shout out to all my white people. I love you. Some of you I've made out with. Shout out to all of you. And the ones that I made out with, you were beautiful. I knew that you were beautiful.
In my eyes.
In my eyes. My eyes have seen that glory, that white glory. So shout out to all my white she-devils out there. Shout out to Undercover Brother. But no, like I said, I was saying that to say that I don't really, I don't have a good way of gauging when it comes to, what people of other races find attractive within their race. I just don't have a good idea of it.
But we can apply that same thing to Eddie Murphy. Maybe he gets away with it because he's attractive.
Maybe. That is not but that was not my reaction to it though.
It's because he's a better actor? I think straight.
I don't know. Yes, I think it's because, to me, I felt like I was reacting that way because he was a better actor. But I'm putting this out there for y'all to dissect it, because some of my viewers, and you've commented, some of my viewers are very good with identifying those psychological cues and identifying, some of the shit that I may say or do that shows me subscribing to or supporting a certain dogma that's out there that may be psychologically flawed. Yeah. So I'm saying to you, I'm telling you what happened and what I perceive it as, but I want you all to comment and say, no, no, Merk, you are actually reacting to the fact that he's straight and that you think Tyler Perry is gay, so you're reading your sister.
Yes, I think that's what
you think.
I think that's what it is, because you cannot sit here and tell me that Eddie Murphy plays a better woman than than Tyler Perry. So how you doing?
These reactions are coming from too many different directions at one time. We done called Tyler Perry gay more times than Aaron McGruder did in that episode of Boondocks. But
so I'm just saying, I don't know.
I don't want to say that I'm reading him. I just felt like Eddie Murphy's performance, like I said, I was just watching this on cable today, so I felt like Eddie Murphy's performance was brilliant, and I believed those characters.
Okay, and you don't believe Madea?
No, I don't believe Madea.
Wow.
You heard me flip that
Madea.
You heard me flip that syllable tease. Madea, I don't believe her.
You don't?
I mean, it's funny, kinda.
It was funny like the first 3 times. It seemed like a part of him.
Do it
like he's being his damn self, like that.
But it seemed like a man in drag. Whereas I believe Mother Clump, if Madea came to my Christmas dinner this year, I would be like, oh look everybody, Madea, Tyler Perry as Madea is at my Christmas dinner.
Well,
if Mother Clump came, I'd be like, oh Mother Clump, stop paying for Christmas.
You know what?
I wouldn't be like no Eddie Murphy nothing. It'd be like that episode, or not the episode. Have y'all seen the recent publicity stunt that Will Ferrell did, where he actually did a real live newscast in Nebraska as Ron Burgundy.
Oh.
He showed up on the Real News
Nice.
and did a Real Newscast as Ron Burgundy, which I think was a brilliant advertisement.
For Anchorman.
Yeah, for Anchorman, a brilliant ad campaign for that. But he went on the news.
Did it go up without a hitch?
It went off without a hitch.
Okay.
He reported the news, just like next to the newscaster.
That's pretty good.
As Ron Burgundy, and sent Nebraska, up into a tizzy.
So I say that. That's him, y'all.
That's the real thing. Shining through. I see your true colors. True colors that are rainbow. Look at that rainbow. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I challenge Medea to come to this show and show the real her. Let's see if she can sit in here and see if you will be convinced. Can you convince Merc B? Can you convince Merc B? That's what I want to know.
I can't even imagine how crazy that would get right there. But Medea, if you are willing to come to this show,
come on,
girl, come on, girl, let's do it. I don't even know what to say to it. I'm just like, let's do it.
Well, the bottom line is, I just think that our gay sisters and brothers, sometimes we're
so hard on each other.
We're hard on each other even more than the man is hard on us.
Right,
okay?
right. But like I said, my psychological divas, my psychology divas, if you a freshman or a graduate student, let me know if the real tea is that Merc has some issues to work out.
Yes, because please, and I want all of y'all that feels like Merc, if you have those similar issues, work them out. Because I'm getting ready to put some shit out myself. I'm putting some music out. I'm going to be doing some acting and stuff like that. And I don't want y'all to be judging me because y'all got some fucking problems.
I hear that.
I want y'all to look at what the art is really, really doing and look past the person that's gay and whatever. Like, look at her.
I love what you're saying. You heard what she said?
Yeah.
She said you're going to see us on the TV rapping and acting.
Yeah, that's us in the millennium.
Testarossa. And don't be like, yeah, that's a couple of them girls in that millennium Testarossa diva.
Okay.
So if I'm willing to work my shit out with Medea, I want you to work it out with the tag team too. When we go into some of these other ventures.
You know what they say though?
Pray I strengthen the Lord.
They say paparazzi gonna get you one way or another.
One way or
But the
another.
bottom line is, just come at us correct. If you like what we doing, then like what we doing. Don't judge it off of whether or not the person's gay, straight, blah blah. You know what I'm saying? It ain't fair.
Right.
It ain't fair.
Right. And just don't watch the clumps in between any of our shit because Eddie Murphy's gonna look like the damn genius and we gonna look like a damn mess.
Thank you.
Because I think that's essentially what happened. It was like sitting lobster next to hors d'oeuvres. It's like,
right.
Yeah, you want finger food or you want butter lobster?
I'm kind of gathering you won't be going to this Medea does Christmas movie, right?
You know, Tyler Perry is a good person. Medea is a great character.
Right.
However, my publicist has instructed me not to answer any questions concerning the premiere of any forthcoming films.
Right. Okay.
Thank you. Next question.
But I got the solution. Next year, have Eddie Murphy play Medea. Booyah, it's done.
That is brilliant. That is fucking funny as fuck. Eddie Murphy as Medea.